Hello neighbor, this is Curt at eTrailer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the INNO Cargo Carrier with the removable cargo box on this 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Now this cargo carrier could be a great addition to your Jeep Grand Cherokee L. While it is a larger vehicle, if you're going to use the third row of seats and everybody riding in it together, all 6 passengers, it really doesn't leave a whole lot of room in the vehicle to store things, especially for 6 individual passengers. That's where a cargo box like this would come in very handy. It's 11 cubic feet with a 110-pound capacity. There are some security measures as well. The cargo box itself has a set of locks here and here that you can get a set of keys for. The platform also has its own keyed system, so you get a second set of keys for those, which would lock here and here to lock the box onto the platform, as well as right here on this knob handle that is actually going to secure the anti-rattle hitch pin into the hitch and not allow it to be pulled out and have this entire piece stolen from you. So once we unlock these latches here, we can take a look inside the box itself. So again, this is 11 cubic feet. It will come with straps that you can use on these anchors to tie down your cargo to keep it from shifting around. And being a water-resistant carrying case, it is going to be a good place to keep those items nice and dry. Now earlier you heard me use the term detachable cargo box. That's because there is a platform rack underneath it. This is technically a 2-piece kit. The box and the platform can both be purchased separately. But in order to remove it, what we'll do is simply unlock here. We're going to pull down our latches there. Depress these buttons on each side, pull down, and that'll detach the box from the platform. Now the box empty by itself only weighs 25 pounds. So once we get that off, we'll see our exposed platform, which can be used to store oversized things that maybe don't fit in the box, bike racks or ski carriers or anything else that you think you might want to carry back here other than the box. Now when I want to put it back, those 2 grooves underneath will line up right in there and slide into place as such. Now I know I've got it all squared up and I can go ahead and reattach my latches in the front, pop these up and lock them in place. So let's take a look at how much visibility you're going to have with this in the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Now it is obviously going to completely block the license plate. It will be blocking your backup camera. However, you are going to get clear visibility out of the rear window and you're not going to have your taillights and brake lights blocked. Now, since we're over here by the lift gate, this kit does feature a tilt option. You would simply pull in this handle, tilt it downward as such to give you access to this lift gate. However, what we discovered on the 23 Jeep Grand Cherokee L is that the liftgate is still able to be opened without using the tilt feature. It just barely clears it. So while that is a great feature on this box, it's not something that you're going to need in the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Now we mentioned earlier with visibility, you're not going to be able to use your backup camera very well when you have this attached to the back of the vehicle. So let's get a really good idea of just what kind of room this is taking up in the back. So if I go from the furthest point here all the way to the bumper, this is going to stick out about 43 inches from the bumper. Now, we mentioned that tilt feature earlier. That actually works the opposite way. So you could actually use this, tilt it upward if you need a little bit of extra space while parking or putting in a garage in particular. Now at this point, from the bumper coming out, we're going to be, it's a tough measurement to take, but using my eye, we're at about 29 inches now. So we took more than a foot off of that clearance in the back to help you out fitting into some of the tighter spaces. Now we mentioned earlier that third security lock, which is right down here. So while the hitch pin itself doesn't lock, it is threaded so that it keeps it in its anti-rattle state being threaded. It's going to help a lot with that side-to-side movement. You'll be able to tighten and loosen that hitch pin using this knob here, and you can lock it in place there. Once that is locked, you won't be able to remove the pin and you won't be able to make any adjustments to loosen it and make off with your rack. Now we've got our anti-rattle hitch pin all the way in and we've tightened it down as good as it'll go out here. However, there is still a little bit of play in this hitch with it. In order to alleviate that, we're going to add one simple accessory. This accessory right here is called the etrailer anti-rattle hitch collar. This will go right around the lip of your hitch, and what it'll do is allow us to tighten down and minimize any kind of vertical movement by pinching in on the shank from the top right corner. And what it'll do is it'll force the shank into the other corner of the hitch receiver and keep it from moving around. Now that we have that in place, the shank itself has almost no movement in it whatsoever. So adding that piece right there is really going to help secure your load in the back of your vehicle when you're traveling. So the INNO Cargo Carrier with a removable cargo box is a fantastic fit on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. It fits so well, in fact, that you don't even have to use the tilt features to open the lift gate. It tightens down in the hitch very, very well, especially using the etrailer anti-rattle hitch collar. The tilt features are very, very easy to access, and having multiple security points makes it really easy to keep your cargo secure. Added to the fact the versatility of being able to remove the box and use the platform for other purposes, it just all adds up to being a fantastic accessory for this vehicle. So once again, this is Curt at eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.